Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, another valuable lesson learned this time of the year, I suppose. Nice juicy head and shoulders we pointed out yesterday, but by the looks of things, that's not what the market is looking for. So it looked like the delayed reaction to the noise that came out on Wednesday, and as a result, we are in a megaphone formation. So wouldn't surprise me to see us come all the way back down here to test the 155 area at 4,600. So that's kind of the view at a glance on the higher time frames. If you start looking at the lower time frames, you will see get your structure in, and you can do it there, or preferably I like taking the first two fractals and kind of like that. But anyway, that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. Now, let's get down to the hour. Going to be very difficult to try and pick a direction on this thing. I think you're probably going to slip down to the bottom and then back to the top and back to the bottom and back to the top. So my advice right now is, to be quite honest, go on holiday. This time of the year it typically starts getting pretty volatile. And if you look at the 15-minute, we do have a little gap down here as well. So that gap's going to close shortly. But all the gains from Wednesday are pretty much almost taken out at the moment. And I suspect we are going to continue to the downside at the moment. So reality check. Let's just get this. We have some structure coming up here. I'm not too keen about that structure. It doesn't look that solid. There's a bit more below it. I don't see anything there. And just looking at the weekly at the moment, not a really pretty picture. Looking like almost a double top. But as I've said a couple of times, we need to break below 4,500 for that double top to materialize. And if we're coming into the end of the year, and if you look at the monthly charts, you can see here we've got a big solid green monthly bar. So it's typical for you to have tails at the top of your bar. So it does look like there's a bit of a tail forming on the monthly bar at the moment, which is basically playing out at the moment. This zone here is something to pay attention to, 46.50, but I would take probably a third, maybe even a fourth of your normal trading position. And if you're going to try to anticipate a move to the upside here, I don't like the fact that we're just bouncing around between up and below the moving averages at the moment. It's always an indication of confusion, and that's exactly what we have at the moment. So yeah, this zone here at 46.50 is more than likely going to do something. What it's going to do, I'm not 100% sure of, but that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. So you may find a bit of a bounce off here, but I'm going to sit on the sides and wait. The Nasdaq was hammered yesterday, and obviously that is filtered over to the S&P 500, but complete confusion. And it's also, there's very low liquidities in the market as people start going on holidays. So that's more than likely the reason. So, until that second week of Jan, you're going to have this kind of price action. It's going to be violent. So you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of these trades. So for me, at the moment, it's set on hands. We will pay attention to this 46.50 area. But yeah, I just want to, before we close off, just going to pop down to the 5 minutes here, because often you will see there's a gap there, 5 minute gap down. Where's that? That is at around 46.35 is a 5 minute gap. So don't be too surprised to see all of these gains be taken out and us come all the way back down to test this trend line, to be honest, at 4,600. So yeah, is what it is. I think be careful if you are going to get in on this. It does look like you probably gonna get burnt if you try and second guess this at the moment. So wait for structure. If you don't get structure, stay out of it. You need to be on a level. You need to have inside bars, engulfing bars or pin bars on the level, and you want to be on a break of that price action or that price bar before you start looking at anything. Okay, that's it for me this morning. Completely confused markets, and I'm sitting on the sides with this one until I see some decent structure. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.